Everything was going perfectly. Then it all fell apart. The plan broke. The person failed you. The result disappeared. And in that moment, that exact moment, you find out exactly what you are made of. Because mental toughness is not built in the good times, it is forged in the hard ones. Hey, welcome back. I'm Bhavindesai. Today we are talking about mental toughness, one of the most sought after the least understood qualities in human performance. I want to break it down, make it practical, and give you tools you can start using right now. First, let us clear something up. Mental toughness is not about being emotionless. It is not about pretending pain does not exist, grinding yourself into dust, or being impervious of to difficulty. Real mental toughness is much more nurtured than that. It is the ability to stay focused and functional when things are hard, uncertain, or unfair. It is not the absence of struggle, it is the refusal to let struggle define your outcome. Let me tell you about David Goggins, former Navy SEAL, Army Ranger, Air Force Tactical Controller, and ultra marathon runner. He grew up in an abusive household, struggled with obesity, and failed the Navy SEAL entrance test multiple times. Today, he holds the world record for pull-ups in 24 hours, 4030, and has completed over 60 ultra enthusiast races. He talks about a concept he calls the 40% rule. The idea that when your mind tells you you are dull, you are actually only at the 40% of your true capacity. Most people quit at 40%. The remaining 60% is where mental toughness lives. From a neuroscience perspective, this makes sense. When they experience discomfort, physically or emotional, our brain sends distress signals. These signals are designed to make us stop, to protect us, but they are also deeply conservative. They fire well before we are actually in danger. The brain is trying to preserve energy. Mental toughness is a trained ability to acknowledge those signals without obeying them. To say, I heard you and I'm going to keep going anyways. Here is something remarkable. You are in the middle of something hard, a difficult project, a painful conversations, a workout that has 10 minutes left. Every part of you want to stop, to check out, to switch to something easier. That impulse is not weakness. That is your brain doing its job. Mental toughness is the thing that says, not yet, but until I finish. That daily practice of finishing the hard thing is how the muscles grow. Here is an interesting phenomena. The people with the highest mental toughness often had difficult earnings living. Not because suffering actually builds toughness, it does not, but because people who are navigating real adversity have evidence. They have the lived experiences of having faced something terrible and survived. That evidence becomes a reference point for every future challenges. I got through that. I can get through this. If you have not had that formality, adversity, do not worry. You can manufacture it intentionally. This is why allied athletics treat in condition harder than competition. While special forces trainers are deliberately sleep deprived and stressed, while people do cold shower and facilitating and long distance endurance events. They are building evidence. They are collecting proof that they can handle discomfort. You can too. Three practices to build mental toughness starting today. First, embrace voluntary discomfort. Do something every day that is hard on purpose. Cold shower, fasten workout, saying no to something you want but do not need. Sitting with the difficult emotions instead of distracting yourself from it. Every small action of chosen discomfort is a deposit into your toughness account. Second, extend your threshold. Whatever you currently do, at 10%, run one more kilometer. Stay with the hard task for 10 more minutes. Have the uncomfortable conversation instead of delaying it. Incredibility pushes the edge of what you can handle is how you expand it. Third, develop a mantra. When things get hard, the conscious mind hands over a habit. Having a phrase, something you repeat in different moments, gives your mind an anchor. Something like, I have been through worse, or this is temporary, or simply, keep going, words matters. Especially the one you say to yourself when nobody is watching. Mental toughness is not a gift, it is a garden. You have to tend it every day. Neglect it and it withers. Water it with challenges, with honesty, with the daily practice of choosing hard over easy. And it grows into something that no circumstances can shake. Comment below. What is the hardest thing you have mentally pushed through? Let us celebrate each other's toughness today. Hit like, share it with someone who is in a hard moment right now, and subscribe for daily strength. See you tomorrow.